G'day everybody and welcome to Andrew's Art and Models. Today I have a little resin 1/72 scale kit of this little Aliens APC for you. I had to build this. As soon as I saw it online I go, nope, that's mine. I have to buy it and build it. And gentleman I've purchased it off, thank you very much mate. You've spent a lot of time tidying up the mold, making sure everything's cast very, very well. And you removed all the excess resin and everything. It was fantastic to get this little kit. There was very little prep required. I do make a few little changes to it, as you'll see as we go. I add some handles and a few other bits and pieces, but overall, straight out of the box, it is a fantastic little resin kit and I highly recommend it. But for now, I'm going to shut up and let you watch. Right, so here you see me just fitting some of the little roof handles that I was talking about before, and you'll notice that the model itself is grey. That's the grey primer that was pre-sprayed on the kit before you purchase it, and obviously the resin itself is white. I sand back a few little areas, and I actually make a massive boo-boo once again. It wouldn't be a build without me doing that. I don't primer the roof properly, and I end up having to go back and redoing it. So you'll see that the APC goes green, then it goes green-grey, and then it goes back to green again. So yeah, just me fixing little imperfections that I made. But other than that, lots of fun and easy. Here you'll see I'm just drilling out the holes for the guns on the front there. Now, it's actually not how the gun is represented in the movie. It's like a multi-barrel rotary sort of cannon, like twin system. But it's pretty hard to replicate all that in 1/72 scale. So the way that he's done it in the kit is really nice. But I just thought, I'll just make it a little bit more of a visual interest. Just put a few holes in there, make it look like barrels, even though that's technically not correct. Alright, here you see the photo frame that I convert into our little diorama base. So I want a ramp running up to the building and that retractable roller door sort of thing there. where the APC bursts through it when it leaves the building. I want that sort of visual effect going. So we're just in the process of measuring that all out, using some evergreen plastic card just to give us the base, and we're going to build the door out of that as well. So the door itself, I really want to try and capture the door in the movie, and it's very symmetrical. So there's lots of little elements to it, lots of little panels to it, and it's mirrored either side of the center. So I measure up everything on the plastic card to do that, to make sure we sort of get that effect. I don't bother with the clear glass windows that you see in the film, and that's simply because there's not going to be anything behind it, and I just think it's going to look a bit strange seeing through it to a desk or something like that, even more so than just having the hole in the door, which, you know, there is obviously going to be. So because that's sort of blocked with the APC though, you can get away with it a little bit, but I just think having the clear windows in the door, so you mark it, you can see I marked it all out here, but then I just changed my mind and went, no, I'm not going to make them clear, and left it the way it is. And here I'm just checking the height. So I've got my little pen out, but I don't really need it. I'm just checking the height for where the APC is going to come through, and make sure you get all the appropriate panels adjusted. Some of them I cut out, others I just sort of almost scribe a line into the plastic just to give them a bit of a weakness to it, where I can easily crack it like you see here and bend it and fold it up and just, yeah, manipulate it. So you can see there's a bit of green straw there, which I'm using for a bit of tubing at the top. It's not screen accurate, but it just gives us a little bit more detail. And all of these little parts you see me adding on are just out of my spare parts box. There's bits of tank, there's bits of ship, all sorts of little bits and pieces. And just to detail up the door, give it a bit more depth and dimension. And you'll see around the sides, around the top, I've used a foam core board, and that's just raised up the surround of the door by about 2 or 3 mil. Just gives it more depth and makes it look a bit nicer. So whilst I don't do a heck of a lot of weathering on the model, I do a lot of chipping on the model and a lot of chipping on the door. I do some weathering on the outside of the door and on the ramp itself, just to make it look like it's exposed to the elements. Remember, in the film it's very windy and there's crap blowing everywhere, and it's just, you know, a bit of a mucky environment, so we just try and make the door look a little less pristine. similar to what you do with an aircraft model, I keep all the scratches going sort of from front to back. And that's really because most of these scratches are meant to be from when it's run through the door to the outside. So the paintworks, well, you can imagine all the raised areas should be scratched at the very least. So we're going to do that along the kit, and these pencils are excellent for sort of fading in and out that effect around the edges. Really, really nice. I use them dry. I do use them wet in a couple of examples, but not very much. It's just, on a model this size, it's just leaving too much on there, so the best use dry. Right, and now we're calling it a day. So that is the Aliens APC in 1/72 scale. This is a premium subscriber giveaway model, so this can be won by entering the premium subscriber draw, which is done at the end of the year. Yeah, loved it. Had an absolute ball as always making this little kit. I've been looking forward to this one for so long, and loved making the diorama. It was just so enjoyable. It just freedom, do whatever you want, have a bit of fun, and that's what it's all about. So I hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave your comments and everything below. And once again, don't forget, we've got our free monthly giveaways as well as our premium subscriber giveaways. But if you want to win this kit as a premium subscriber, all you've got to do is enter into the draw, and that's $11 US for the year. So yeah, I'll put the details in the link below to the video for that. But yeah, love this build, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.